All right, well, they've done what they can. I do have bad news, though. We are just about to go off even more. Play Goben, deal 1 damage to you, and we win? Yeah, Quint's Insight win. Didn't expect that, did you? Hello, welcome all. I am averagezen, your host of averagezen Presents, and we are here on a Brawlin' Friday edition, taken to the Arena Q and playing some Magic the Gathering Commander / Brawl, one-on-one, mano a mano, as the saying goes. Yes, welcome everybody. Bring it in. Zen community, group hug, all of you. Yep. Oh, I'm feeling the love. I hope you are too. Today, let's jump into the deck. But before we do, if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comment, follow. All that good stuff helps out the channel in these trying times. And we are here trying for you. We are every week putting out all sorts of content, streaming live on Twitch at averagezen Presents, putting on all sorts of videos on YouTube at averagezen. And of course, you can find us at averagezen on both Blue Sky and Twitter X, keeping up with our midweek Magic misery. This week, Momir, to continue the alliteration. Had us banging our head against the wall. But enough of that. Let's talk about Brawl. Today, we are embracing the meme that is Fleem, Goben's creation, otherwise known as Goben, Gene Splice Savant. Yes, this is Green Goblin on paper for you Spider-Man fans. Goben can't be blocked. 1/1 for a blue and a colorless pip. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, he connives. You can pay Rakdos. Not Rakdos. Why am I blanking here? Oh, help me out in the comments. It doesn't matter. I'll think of it in a minute. Yeah, blue, red, black, and a colorless. Transform Goben. Activate only as a sorcery, and then he becomes a 3/3 Fleem, Flying Menace. Spells cast from your graveyard cost 2 colorless less. Each non-land card in your graveyard has Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. Mayhem, new mechanic similar to Madness. Essentially, if you discard the card into your graveyard, you can play it that turn, the turn you discarded it. Timing rules apply, so no turning sorceries into instants or making non-flash creatures flashy. However, we can play several Madness cards like Terminal Agony on the cheap. We can run things like Monument to Endurance to get additional value off of our Grixis. Thank you, Tony Marie. That's the one. Monument to Endurance can get us additional value for our discards. And we can cast Riel the Everwise for the same, so that when we make those conniving discards early game, we can get more cards in our hand. And that will allow us to hopefully flip over Fleem, because we're running no mana rocks or anything of the sort. This is a deck that's a little based on, I'll say a little, a dual commander list that was put up on MTGO a couple of weeks ago, and I've adapted it for Arena in our card selection, in particular play style. Terrigen, welcome to the conversation about Fleem. Yes, we have Dragonfire Blade, because if we initially cast Goben out here for 2 mana, that's okay. Hopefully he connives us into our land drops so that we can flip them over. If we have to hard cast them with commander attacks, then we prefer probably to just wait for the Fleem side, and then by then we should have enough mana to cast Dragonfire Blade and equip it for 1, because Fleem is 3 different colors. So that's if we have 2 mana left over after getting them out there. That can set up a huge combo turn with any number of creatures and spells that we want to be putting in the graveyard anyway. To that end, we have like Faithless Looting and effects like that, but that's the boring stuff. Let's talk about the exciting stuff. The exciting stuff, we're running cards like Ruthless Sniper. We're running cards like Archfiends of Ifnir and Witch King of Angmar, certainly combo together. We have, as we saw Jimmy Wong play on game nights with this commander, and also in embracing the meme. We have the combo, which I will say that we actually explored this combo in historic months and months ago when Cryptcaller Chariot was out. But using Cryptcaller Chariot and Monument to Endurance along with Sage of the Falls to get essentially a draw your deck if you want to combo going on, and a whole bunch of zombies that do come in tap. That's unfortunate. But we can run things like crazy stuff like Mishra Claimed by Gix around with Phyrexian Dragon Engine and possibly meld them on the cheap. Phyrexian Dragon Engine, if we have Fleem up, costs us 1 mana to cast. And the Unearth, it's there, essentially, but we don't need to unearth it, because if it enters from the graveyard, which it will for the Mayhem cost, for 1 mana no less, if we have Fleem out, then I think we can probably snag it away to maybe meld Mishra and Claim by Gix. To that end, we also have Reanimate and other effects that bring stuff back from our graveyard. Bone Miser is a great addition. If you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck if you're in chat with us, and Untapped GG is working. It hasn't been. We'll have to figure that out. But have no fear. There's an Arc Deck link in the video description on YouTube, and you can hit the like and subscribe while you're down there. Let's talk about the imposter syndrome in the room. Since Fleem or Goben can't be blocked and Fleem has Flying and Menace, it's entirely possible we could put this awesome Spider-Man card to use and and do the memes. We're doing the memes with Fleems and maybe making more Fleems. So let's take it into the queue and see how we do. So, stop it. What am I doing? Alright, up against Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. This is the lady that makes snakes, right? Hold on. No. Deals combat damage to a player. You may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature whenever you put -1/-1 counter. Oh, it does make a snake whenever you put counters on. Okay. Well, we have a damnation for that. We have a Necrogoyf. Let's go with it. Alright. You stupid Sulfur Springs, you've killed us. Alright, we have red-black. Let's go blue-black. Do we not have blue-black? Okay, well, I guess we'll go blue-red. And cast Goben. I think we use... Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta kill that. Oh, wait, no. Random creature card in your... Yeah, we have to get rid of that. That's okay. Well, let's go ahead and attack in with Goben. We're unblocked, so we'll flash back. Yeah, go to hand. It's fine. And we'll tap the Fuel Tank Feaster. Okay, more ramp. There's Hapatra. Alright, Sulfurous Springs. And then we're going to... what? Attack in with Kaido. We'll do 0. Okay, we definitely... I think we want both of those cards. Okay, so where does that leave us? I think it leaves us casting Damnation here. That might have been premature. We'll see. Alright, Hapatra's back. We surveil Xander's Lounge. We'll put that into the graveyard. And let's go with Fleem. Alright, Teferi Temporal Pilgrim needs to reload our hand, so we need to really stick that. Bandits Hall, excellent. Are they going to start putting -1 counters on our stuff? Making snakes. Alright, let's go black, blue, I think. There we go, Watered Grave, pay 2 life, Teferi's Pilgrim or whatever. We'll make a Spirit. And attack in. Probably didn't need to shock that land in. I should really do math before I put down a shock land. It's such a bad habit. Don't do that. Don't do what I do. Play more optimally. We're upping the difficulty for ourselves. Alright, Innkeeper's Talent. Interesting. That is not a negative counter, though. No, we're gonna block. That's cool. Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. I think we're just gonna Cyclonic Rift him next turn. I know it's dirty, but our hand not exactly full of answers for this at the moment. Psych them out. Let's go with draw a card. And I guess we'll go Thundering Falls. Don't need the Polluted Delta, that's good. That's fine. Alright, attack in for 3. Alright, cool. We have the Necrogoyf. And then next turn we'll Cyclonic Rift them. Well, now we get to discard our exclusive nightclub. Yeah, so we're inviting people. You're not invited. Oh no, they have put a -1 counter on Fleem. Oh, they have put another -1 counter on Fleem. Plaza of Heroes, you say? Alright, well, it's becoming increasingly necessary now to Cyclonic Rift them next turn. Alright, Fleem, you are dead. Well, we will put you in the command zone. I mean, they haven't gotten rid of the Necrogoyf, though. So we still get to discard the exclusive nightclub. Alright, who are they going to put the counter on? Hapatra? That would make the most sense. Now, do they swing it to Fairy or to... Okay, they're both going at... I guess we let Teferi go. It's fine. Alright, we discard the exclusive nightclub. Aha! Well, we play the exclusive nightclub. And we will put a stop on their turn. Pass the turn. No attacks. In turn. Resolve that. Alright, Cyclonic Rift. Alright, let's see what they can do to rebuild with 6 mana. Alright, Bandit's Hall. I expect we'll see the Arcane Signet come down, and that is it. To which we will answer with a Liliana Dreadhorde General. Oh, Innkeeper's Talent? Okay, that makes sense. We have the answer. Well, we're going to discard the Swamp. It's fine. Alright, Liliana Dreadhorde General. We'll make some zombies and attack. We also have the counterspell to hold up as well, and Terminal Agony for if they manage to sneak anything past that we will have to discard at the beginning of our upkeep. So we'll definitely get the Madness cost in there. And then we can, if they play multiple creatures, we can always minus Liliana. This is turning into a decent matchup here. I wasn't expecting Apatra to give us such a fight here, but they're really slowing us down. They have a wedding invitation. Alright, there's that demon we don't want in play, so we'll go ahead and counter that. Alright, we discarded the Madness Terminal of Agony. It has no targets. I guess we could have targeted our own creature, but we're not. Let's go with Fleem. And a Quint's Insight, a new card. At the beginning of your first main phase, discard a card. If you do draw a card, whenever you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, you deal 1 damage to an opponent. So that's fun. Alright, I think we got this locked up. Unless they draw into a board wipe. They've only got the 1 black mana though, so probably Toxic Deluge. Oh, Obelisk Spider. Oh, that's a good one. Blood on the Snow. They found it. Oh, that's right. They had the mana rocks. We'll take action. And we get to draw a bunch of cards. Toxic Deluge is good. Cephalid Coliseum good. Sheoldred good. Alright. I think Sheoldred just finishes them off, frankly. Alright, we will discard, in fact, the Cephalid Coliseum. Alright, get that down, get Sheoldred down. Get the Psychic Frog down. And let's go ahead and say, let's make a zombie. And we're going to hold on to the Ghostly Pilfer so that we have something to discard. The Psychic Frog, should the need arise. So now they have to kill Sheoldred or they're dead next turn. or have to gain a few life. All right, they have a tutor up with a dig up. The cleave version. They don't have to reveal it. That's fun. I have a feeling we'll see it though, whatever it is. Is it going to be a toxic deluge? Because that won't work. Okay. And then damnation. Okay. All right, land, Riel. Oh, that's excellent. All right, well, they've done what they can. I do have bad news, though. We are just about to go off even more. All right, let us discard the Ghostly Pilferer, Ancient Tomb, crack Ancient Tomb, play Goben, deal 1 damage to you, and we win. Yeah, Quint's Insight win. Didn't expect that, did you? Good game. Man, that was a long one. Quint's Insight win. That's a first for me. Put it on the calendar. Good game indeed. Thank you, Terrigen. I kind of wish we would have drawn our Ifnir, Archfiend of Ifnir, and put -1 counters on their creatures. That would have been funny. Didn't happen, though. Or that the 1-mana guy we have that does the same thing. If we pay 1 colorless. Glarb, Calamity's Augur. That's the one that surveils, right? Yeah, surveil 2. They can play lands and cast spells. Mana value 4. Greater off the top of the library. Death Touch. Make a look at the top of their library at any time. Hey, he's Quint's Insight. He's your Beastbinder, Tasha. All the things that people love. Alright, let's go ahead. We don't have a reason to play Shadow Spear on turn 1. We would probably rather get his Xander's Allowance down. Oh, we can play an additional land. I think in this particular case, since we have the Azure Beastbinder, it's going to be better to play that and then go for the Fleem side of Goben. Oh, we even have the Persist if they get rid of the Azure Beastbinder. We don't mind it being a 0/2. It still has a triggered ability. It's very irrelevant. Also, it can't be blocked, so if we get a land in here, we can Ninjutsu and Kaido. Alright, they has treasure. Scythecat Cub. Okay, that's gotta be... That's not good. And we didn't draw land. So let's go Quint's Insight. And we'll make Scythecat Cub just a regular kitty. They don't have to be special. Kitties are special in their own way. I Still Explorer, very good. Alright, they mill a Maelstrom Pulse. Love to see that. Is that a Maelstrom? Yeah, it is a Maelstrom Pulse. Alright, what do they mill now? Oh, they mill an Ancient Green Warden. Love to see that. What else we got to mill? Oh, we milled a Coiling Rebirth. Love to see it. This is why we don't play self-mill that often. This is what happens. I'm glad to see it's not just us. Alright, excellent. What else will you mill now? Oh, an Aftermath Analyst. The exact opposite of where you want Aftermath Analyst. Alright, cool. Well, they're loading us up for Tasha's Unholy Archmage if we ever manage to get a land drop here. Season of Gathering. Okay. They could have destroyed our Quint's Insight there. That might come back to bite them. No blocks. Okay. Well, I think we have to get rid of the Fiery Temper. We did not get a land, so we might as well take out the Tireless Provisioner. That is unfortunate. Our opponent is on 6 lands. We are on 2. And that means we have to keep on locking down the Sidecat Cub because otherwise Ice Steel Explorer is just going to make it huge. Yeah, okay, well, they got the Aftermath Analyst back. Oh, Malcolm into the graveyard. Reclamation Sage into the graveyard. Altanok thrice called into the graveyard. Alright, they're having a field day with Ice Steel Explorer. Very good card. I am glad they used all those treasures, though. Alright, there's Glarb. I mean, we definitely block, right? Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, game. Okay, that's it. So our opponent's on 9 lands, we're on 2, and we've drawn 4 extra cards. No, not that many. Alright. Game over. Nice job, Shuffler. Good game. We're running 40 lands. This shouldn't be an issue. 40 lands and I think a couple MDFCs. Should not be happening, and yet life finds a way. Ramos Dragon Engine, piloted by Agent Buzzkill. That sounds perfect. Alright, 6 mana for whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Ramos for each of that spell's colors. Remove 5 +1/+1 counters. Add double Urborg. Activate only once each turn. Okay. Well, we don't have double blue. That's a problem. We don't have any red. That's a problem. Okay. Well, this is what we're doing. And let's go with a Nethergoyf. Alright, Shivan Reef gets us a Goben for 1 life. And no attacks. Well, Bloom Tender needs to go. Alright, so let's go. Oh, you get out of here. That'll put us a couple of cards into the graveyard for Nethergoyf. And now we attack. Alright, I think we can get rid of what? Oh man, this is tough. I think we get rid of the Damnation. We have the Bitter Triumph. We have the Kaido next turn that we can flash in. Nissa. Alright, get rid of the Bloom Tinder. Alright, Takenuma. Well, let's go ahead and attack in. We will flash in Kaido, or Ninjutsu in Kaido. Go to hand. Alright, let's go 0, Surveil 2. Okay, let's do it that way. And pass the turn. Alright, then we recast Fleem next turn, and then combo off with Psychic Frog, perhaps, and Kefka. Utter End. Okay. Exiling the Nethergoyf. Sweet. Are you going to attack Kaido? Alright then, that's fine. Alright, exile that. Alright, Ancient Doom. Pay the 2. Get Fleem. Alright, excellent. Attack in with Kaido. Shieldred is pretty good. Let's get that on the top. All right then. Okay, I don't know what we did, but we had fun. We got to cast spells. What did we do? What did we do, Ramos? Dark Inferno, welcome to the chat. It's going well. How about yourself? Just doing some brawling with our good Gobbo Fleem. The most un-Gobbo of Gobbos. Oh yeah, you playing Brawl yourself, Dark Inferno? What's your commander pick for the day? Or at least this hour. Alright, up against Golbez. Crystal Collector. This is the one that surveils, and then they can... If they control 4 more artifacts, turn a creature card from your graveyard to their hand. If control 8 or more artifacts, each opponent loses life equals that creature's power. Okay. Well, we have a Reanimate, we have a Barrowgoyf, Collector's Vault. Seems like a good setup for a Goben intro. Or do we do Collector's Vault and save up for Gene's Place, or for Fleem? I think we go with a second plan. Oh, you're playing Kefka. We just, you know what, Kefka's in this deck. Grixis Brothers Unite, exactly. I think Kefka goes very well with Fleem. Very competitive as well, though. Kind of a different, slightly different theme. So I don't know that I would put Goben or Fleem in a Kefka deck, but it certainly could be built around. A lot of good EDH and dual commander Kefka decks. Oh, okay, so let's go. Watery Grave, pay 2 life, get the Collector's Vault out there. What shall we... Oh, keeping it on top, okay. I like their Undercity Sewers. Ours aren't that fancy. We need more card art for our lands. Alright, there's Golbez. Let's go Flooded Strand, get a blue-black source. Or no, yeah, let's go Xander's Lounge. Alright. And then I say we hold up Bitter Triumph. Dark Inferno says, is your deck keeping him unblockable? The Goben side, we're playing both, kind of. We're setting up with Goben and getting our connives on and trying to get, set up our hand for when we flip them, or it gets killed and then we recast them on Fleem. Alright, so I'm thinking that we go like Bitter Triumph here, discard Nethergoyf, or Barrowgoyf, and then reanimate Barrowgoyf. Dark Inferno says, I've seen Voltron a lot here where he never flips. Yeah, that is also a strategy. Let's see, let's go with blue-red. Are they holding up Wash Away? Is that what they're doing? Something tells me they're holding up Wash Away. So we're just going to reanimate the Barrowgoyf. And we'll hold up the Collector's Vault to discard Exclusive Nightclub next turn. We'll go ahead and use Collector's Vault to discard Cephalid Coliseum on their turn. Just so we can hold up, we can fake interaction. Alright then, well, they're going to get rid of that, so that's fine. I forgot about the Agatha's Soul Cauldron, whoops. That's going to actually put a hurt on us. I can't believe they got an Agatha's Soul Cauldron out already. I was too busy talking. Do I play with viewers, Dark Inferno wants? I have in the past. We're ramping up to start some new segments here for 2026. And I do believe that is one of the goals, is to get more community interaction and more community games going. Right now, we're just kind of building up our audience here. So, you know, you're welcome to stick around and see where we go. I would love to play with viewers and do a dedicated segment for that, maybe like once a month. Run a I'm setting up my Discord and doing all sorts of stuff like that so that we can communicate easier for that sort of thing. All right. So Karn won't let us use our. Are you kidding me? Karn won't let us use our Collector's Vault. Cool. Karn won't let us use our Collector's Vault, and Agatha's Soul Cauldron is going to lock down whatever creatures we try to put in our graveyard. So, good job, opponent. You've perfectly answered everything we have going on. Thank you very much, Shuffler and Matchmaker. Oh, double Karn, huh? Okay, then. We have to get rid of the Karn that's shutting down, because apparently we're drawing nothing except for lands and Amalgam now. Oh, Turrican says, oh, on that note, I do see a lot of MTG Arena live streams pop up on my feed on YouTube. Maybe dual stream? Yeah. Any chance I could deck test against you today? The deck still has some flaws, Dark Inferno says. I appreciate the offer, Dark Inferno. I've kind of got like a set format for today, but that's certainly something, like I said, we can set aside time for, or we could do off air. Yeah, if you wanted to hook me up with a friend request, we can certainly do some friendly brawl, direct match. It would have to be later on though. And Terrigen, I have an update. To your dual stream question number 1. I will be looking into it. I will be looking into dual streaming on YouTube. Right now, I think I don't. Streamlabs won't let me unless I upgrade to a paid subscription model or something like that. But it's entirely possible that I could do some YouTube only. Live streams. Dual stream is preferred, though, of course. All right, let's get rid of you. All right, play this. Activate you. All right, we will do that. As a matter of fact, we will play a Overlord of the Flood Pits on the cheap. We get to cast it for the full cost, for impending cost. Oh, there's our Kefka. Well, there's our Kefka. Do we have enough? No, we don't have enough. We do have enough for a Tasha Unholy Archmage, though. So we absolutely will pay that. Terrigen says, think it's a plug-in. And Dark Inferno says, I really hope Ugin gets banned soon. I'm not sure it's as easy as a plug-in, Terrigen, but I will look into it. Now, like I said, I'm definitely interested in that. I'm questionable on whether our stream quality will hold up. I think it could. I've never done the dual stream before, simulcast. So I'll have to experiment with it. But on another note, you voted in our games to add poll to our, and I'm thinking of doing like a Sunday side quest is what we're tentatively calling the segment, because I have a slot open on Sundays. You've got to be kidding me. Go blank. All right then. There goes our Kefka. And I have been trying to get Baldur's Gate 3 operating on my system as per the poll results. We will be doing it. I think it's going to have to wait until 2026, but it's going to be worth it because I have a very big twist, a very unique twist, I think, that's going to make it a little bit more interesting than your average Baldur's Gate playthrough. We're absolutely going to sacrifice the Overlord of the Flood Pits here. The bottom line is I need to get a gaming PC. And Tony Marie, hi, welcome. And then that Agatha Soul Cauldron, once again, just tearing us to shreds. All right, let's go Fable the Mirror Breaker. And get ourselves a token. We will pay 2 to activate Collector's Vault and hope we get something that we can actually cast for 3 mana. Lightning Bolt is a spell that we can cast for 3 mana. However, do we want to? We'll have to see. Oh, okay. That is good. And then let's go ahead and cast the Mayhem on you. Deal 3 damage. It's fine. Oh, Jared says, awesome stuff. Dark Inferno says, I'm hoping we get ranked brawl soon. You know, it would be cool to have like a brawl league similar to how they have dual commander on MTGO. But I wouldn't want them to take away the non-competitive brawl. It's because it's a social format. It's not supposed to be competitive. But making it one-on-one sort of makes it competitive whether you want it to be or not. Alright, so we go Dragon Engine and block there with the... Herald of Anguish is probably going to be a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Alright, Agatha's Soul Cauldron on our Phyrexian Dragon Engine, sure. Dark Inferno says it would be 2 different queues. Yeah, I could support that. Whether or not I think we'll get it, I seriously doubt it's a high priority on... yeah, we're going to do a cheap Shieldred, sure. Gas Shieldred. Watch this, we're going to get a free Shadow Spear. I love that for us. Yes, that's Terrigen. I'm using Streamlabs for all the signal routing. Alright, so we go activate ability. Make a treasure. We'll get rid of the Shadow Spear. Draw a card, gain 2 life. Cast a free Shadow Spear. Alright, since Fleem has Menace, we can still attack in effectively. Alright, play our Harakas Theater and Surveil. It's just an enabled dual toggle in settings, it seems, so it doesn't require... Okay, so I must have misunderstood. I thought it required a premium subscription or something on Streamlabs to do that. Alright, let's attack in. And that'll gain us some life back, much needed, if we're going to absorb any more blows from these constructs from the Simulacrum Synthesizer. Alright, good to know, Terrigen. Thanks for looking that up, man. I'll check into that now that I know that should be more accessible. Alright, Shelly, take him down. Take him down a notch. Oh, they're thinking about using the Inventor's Fair. Oh, Verdant Catacombs, crack it. Man, we're going long here. This has been a long game. That's okay. We'll take a quick break after this one, and then we'll get into our second deck of the day. Okay. They're using Karn's Emblem now. I don't think that they can kill her, though. They're just trying to keep her off of the ultimate. Alright, down to 2. Do they have any more artifacts they can tap or they want to tap? Really? Okay, I didn't see them pointing that at Malcolm. Are you kidding me? All right, then. Here we are. I mean, it's cool that they got the emblem and all, but I think this means that they're dead? Well, we don't have any cards to discard. Oh my goodness. We got the imposter syndrome. Are we about to get an imposter syndrome win? Are we about to get... You know what would be great if this had flash? If it had flash, then it would be well worth the 6 mana. Alright, well, let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and hit Tasha for 1. We'll do the Collector's Vault and see what we draw. Oh, I like it. Okay. We'll discard Imposter Syndrome. Draw and gain a little 2 life. Make a treasure. Play Imposter Syndrome. Alright. Here we go. And attack. Do they have the Cyclonic Rift? Oh, okay. Well, they're giving up the Herald of Anguish. Okay. Are you seriously killing it? This is just so annoying, dude. I mean, I'm so glad that you have all this interaction here with absolutely 1 card in hand. Okay. Okay. Alright, Plaza of Heroes. Now that they're out of stuff to sacrifice. They've gained life. And then they lose life. I am just so happy that they've got that Agatha Soul Cauldron out there so early to take advantage of all the stuff we're putting in our graveyard. That's wonderful. We keep on using it on their turn, though. Alright. Alright, down to 6. They have to kill Sheoldred here. We still have the Imposter Syndrome, too. Alright, do they swing in? And do we find removal? We have so much removal. Where is it? Necrogoyf is not removal, but it is something. Let's cast Fleem. Are you serious? We're stuck here. Oh, we're stuck because we can't find removal. Feels so bad. Can we pull this out? Yeah, good game, RNG. Thank you, Territon. I mean, 1 board wipe is all we really need here. Cyclonic Rift. Oh my goodness. Can they really deal 4 more damage to Sheoldred? They can. They can. They'll have to tap 3 more things. Okay. And what, the Thought Monitor? What are they tapping? Oh, the Seat of the Synod. All right, then. That is probably the best we can hope for. Are you serious? Enduring Tenacity. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Where are they gaining life? Oh, from Inventor's Fair. Okay. We only have to deal 5 damage. Can we somehow put Shadow Spear on Fleem and get this damage in? Come on, can we finish this off? Can we get there? Okay, come on, opponent. Show us what you got. If you got it, flaunt it. If you don't have it, then let us take our turn. Oh my goodness. I think that just did it. We're going to get another Quint's Insight win, aren't we? Quint's Insight. Activate ability. Seize the spoils. Cast Seize the spoils. And we'll get rid of the Necrogoyf. Oh, we got there. We got there. Whoa, what a game. Good stuff. Man, I'm glad you guys could join us for this adventure in memes with Fleem. I hope you've enjoyed what you saw. You know, if there's a card you think we missed in the deck list, then please give us a shout out in the comments. Say, hey, you dummy, in a nice way. Put this card in that deck. What are you thinking? Or, hey, that card you've got in there, it doesn't work. It is something I would suggest. You know, we can be civil. At any rate, that's going to do it for this one. As always, love one another, be cool, don't be a jerk, have fun playing Magic the Gathering.